everybody, it is Coach Megan from Get Fit New Hampshire coming on live again, inviting you into my kitchen for another round of meal prep. So if you tuned in last week, huge response on how quickly I was able to get 20 meals prepped and ready to go. So this week I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not sure if I'll get as many meals, but pretty darn close. And we're shooting for an hour, at least in the next 30 minutes. Everything's going to be where it needs to be, and then by the end of the hour, everything should be packaged up and ready to go. New recipes this week, so let's start with some steak today, guys. We're going to start with some steak. Listen, we've talked about how I am lazy, right? I buy things that are pre-chopped and ready to go. I also use all of the tools in my kitchen to help me get my meal prep done as fast as possible. So I haven't really prepared anything in advance here. All I've done is open everything so that you don't have to hear that crinkling noise as I go through all of this. So I've got steak tips today, and I'm going to cook the steak tips in the air fryer today. Okay, that is a quick way to cook up some excellent steak. So I'm going to preheat to 400 on the air fryer. And then I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to check it out, see if it needs to be flipped around, and then it should be done in about 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, steak cooked in the air fryer. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to season this with some Montreal steak seasoning. So I'm going to shake it all over this right here. And with my steak this week, I'm going to have sweet potatoes and green beans, okay? So here goes the steak. I'm putting it into the air fryer right now, 400 degrees. 400 degrees, wait for it. And I'm going to set this in, I'm going to do it actually 7 minutes and then check and see if I want to flip it because I don't want to overcook it. Next thing I'm going to do, guys, is the ground chicken salad, okay? So I'm getting all my meat going first because that's what's going to take the longest, right? So I've got my cast iron already on the stove. Over there, I'm going to cook my ground chicken on there, and this is going to be served cold. I'll show you at the end. It's going to be a ground chicken salad. It'll be served cold, and it's a great snack or it's great for lunch. I'm cooking 2 of these. I'm tossing them into the cast iron without touching the plastic down. I'm gonna use my little masher here to ground that sucker up. And then I'm just gonna keep coming and revisiting it to cook it through. That's all that's going in here. And I broke my spoon holder thing. I'm going to put some garlic powder on there because, I mean, like, why wouldn't I? Mostly. Okay, so I've got ground chicken going. I've got steak going in the air fryer. Next, I'm going to cut up my chicken, yeah? So chicken came right from Yankee Farmers Market. Some of you guys probably saw my live video yesterday. Most of my meat comes from them. They deliver right to the gym every Tuesday. You too can sign up for that, whether you're a client or not. They deliver the 3rd Tuesday of the month to Get Fit New Hampshire, and it comes frozen. You can select your cut, you can select your species. They have chicken, they have beef, they have turkey, they have pork. So you just select what you want, and then they deliver it. It's pretty cheap, so 10 to 13 pounds of meat cost me $149, which is great because it saves me time and money at the grocery store. It just sits right in my deep freezer, and it's lovely. Okay, so last week I did chicken and zucchini and squash and onions, all that on a sheet pan. But I wanted my veggies a little bit crispier, but my chicken was done. So this week, I'm going to cook them separately instead. So on this, I'm going to do some roasted garlic and herb seasoning. This is one of my favorite seasonings. I'm going to throw it on this sheet pan over here. And I'm going to Wash my hands again because chicken totally grosses me out. And I'm going to put it in the oven now. So now I've got ground chicken going on the cast iron. I've got chicken going in the oven, and I've got steak going in the air fryer. Okay, that's just that. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to chop up my veggies. New cutting board, fresh knife. No, this is a fresh knife. Okay, fresh knife. Okay, so a lot of you guys talked about the cleanup after meal prep. So, yeah, that's part of it, especially when you use a lot of tools and stuff like that. But guys, I'm telling you what, it's a lot better to have a plan and know what you're having. That saves more time in the long run. So I would say take the dishes and it's all good. Little dishes never hurt anybody. And if you've got somebody else helping you, then geez, that can go even faster. I like to start with a clean kitchen. That helps me not feel overwhelmed. I like everything laid out so that I know what I'm doing and I can take a look and see what's going to take the longest, start there, and work my way through. So what takes the longest? Meat, right? So most of the time it's the cooking of the meat that takes the longest. So all of my meat is already in. My ground chicken is on the stovetop. My steak is in the air fryer. My chicken is already in the oven. I'm going to add these veggies to a sheet pan. I'm going to oil them up and season them up in a few. And I'm going to have to turn around and stir up that ground chicken. See how we're doing over here. So remember, the ground chicken was in the freezer from last week. So that was one less thing I had to buy. My meat share came just in time because I hit the grocery store today. I didn't have to buy chicken. I did buy the steak today just because I wanted steak tips, and mine came with like I forget what it came with this week. I think it came with like a ribeye or something like that, which is great. And it's going to be nice this weekend, so maybe I'll grill it up. So last night, I got takeout last night. Even though I had stuff planned and prepared, I got takeout anyways because I was not in the mood for what I cooked. And guess what? Is it going to crush my results because I got takeout last night? No. Let me tell you why. Because this morning when I woke up, I got right back on track, right back where I left off. I was just, all right, fresh day, time to move on. I don't have to carry on the takeout blues throughout my day. I don't have to have the leftovers. I sent them away this morning. I don't want them. So you too can do that. Almost chopped down my squash, and then I'm going to hit up my onion. I think I'm going to need another sheet pan for all these veggies. But this week, I had some leftover zucchini and squash. So what I did, because last week I put it like on the sheet pan with chicken. So what I did was I put that in a separate container, and throughout the week I used it in an egg bowl, and it was so good. I put like a leftover zucchini and squash and onion into the pan with my eggs. I put everything but the bagel seasoning, and it was so good. A great way to get veggies in at breakfast, because sometimes that can be a challenge. My steak is sizzling over there, making some noise. Hopefully my air fryer is clean, right? Or else we're going to have a problem here in a few minutes. We'll find out. I've only set my air fryer on fire one time. So that was fun. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. So hopefully you guys are just kind of zipping through this. You don't have to obviously watch this whole thing. The point of this is the reason why I'm recording this whole entire thing is to prove to you, I'm proving to you that you can do this. Yes, you can. It doesn't have to be complex. You might be making it complex because you like to cook. I don't like to cook. But you know what? What you can do is prepare your lunches, prepare your breakfast. And guess what? You don't have to have eggs for breakfast. Who said that you can't have steak and green beans and sweet potatoes for breakfast? Who said that? Nobody. So don't feel like you have to have eggs. Who cares? And so if you like to cook, save it for dinner, right? If that is enjoyable for you and you're like, I need more variety in my life, I don't know how you eat the same thing most of the week, well, I change it up week to week. All right, I'm all chopped up. I'm crying a little bit. Oh my God, I'll be okay. Okay, we're gonna toss some oil up in her like this. My steak is beefed that it's ready for me to check. I'm gonna put some of this actually. Running low on the goods. Oh my gosh. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna go dump these on the sheet pan and probably I'm gonna need to use two here. No biggie, no biggie. Yeah, I was trying to avoid all that noise for you guys because I know it's annoying. Sorry about that. My ground chicken's almost done here, so that's pretty cool. So my steak, I'm gonna check that out in a minute. Stir this guy up over here, and wash my hands because they're all oily. I'm gonna shake some more of this baby on my veggies and toss them right in. Oh man, that's kind of sad. All right, I gotta get out of it here. This chicken is getting there too. This way, this way, this way. We're gonna turn this off. Shut it up. Check our steak, shall we? I'll show you what it looks like. Ooh, that looks pretty dang good, team. All right, I am gonna flip this and probably like just 3 more minutes. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna season it up a little bit more because Montreal seasoning, excuse me, is my favorite seasoning. Oh my God, I can't find my tongs. It's very upsetting. I think you know what Santa's gonna bring me this year? A new spoon holder and some tongs, maybe. All right, there's that. Steak's gonna go back in. I'm just gonna do 4 minutes. Time 4. All right. Here's the other thing, staple, green beans. I love green beans so very much. I'm gonna poke a little hole in these guys, one at a time, putting them in the microwave for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Boom, that's done. All right. Now, we're gonna prepare for our ground chicken. So, like I said, it's gonna be served cold, and I like to add celery, and I like to add red onion and cucumber and Primal Kitchen mayo, all to my ground chicken salad, because it's delightful. This is a great one, like not that we're in this season, but for when it returns to us. This is a good one for the lake or a beach day. Also, it just is like cold and easy. And we're going to chop these guys up. Actually, I don't really want to chop them up that way. What I'm going to do is chop them this way and this way because I want little guys going in my salad. I'm gonna also put some salt and pepper on this as well. Save those, guys. I'll eat those. All right, I got these little mini cucumbers. My kids love these cucumbers, so they are fast and easy to cut. I put for all of my kids' dinners. So for those of you who have kids out there and they're picky eaters, mine too. I have a hard time getting them to eat anything that's healthy, but every night they get either cucumbers or carrot sticks on their plate because I can get them to eat those. And they also get either a cut up apple or cut up strawberries as well. Just to kind of try to get them to eat something that is, healthy. They will eat green beans too, which is like a huge win. They won't eat broccoli, but they'll eat green beans, and I'm cool with that. So that's a plus. They're pretty picky, although they're seems like they're growing out of it a little bit, so that's good. I don't actually know how my 3-year-old survives because I feel like she doesn't eat anything. I'm sure some of you parents out there can relate to that. All right, veggies are in. I'm gonna throw a scoop of this in again. I'm lazy. I'm not really measuring. I've been doing this for a while, so I'm pretty confident in how much is what. All right. Put this red onion in a bag because I don't need this anymore. On the bum. Ooh, my steak looks like it's doing a good job over there. We're almost done. We're getting there. Sorry, I don't have as much commentary today. I used it all up last week. All right. So my steak is done. It's smoking, so I'm gonna call it done. I could wash the bowl I just used, but not going to. I'm trying to be fast here. It would be faster for me to just wash all of these when I'm done. And I'm all about efficiency. I already put a scoop of that in, good for me. I'm going to pull this out because I do have to rinse this pan because I need it. I need it. Alright, I'm doing pretty good with time. Alright, I need this pan. So first, I'm going to take all these guys off. Let them cool down a bit. For steak, so as far as portion size goes, when you're thinking of your protein, how much is going to go into a container, you think your hand here, I'm very generous with the size of my hand, 4 to 5 ounces or 20 to 25 grams for my ladies out there. You're probably not eating enough protein. Sorry, but you're probably not. Many of you are probably under eating, under fueled. And I'm not going to wash this like professionally right now because I'm using it again. That's why. Alright, so now I've got to cook my sweet potatoes, and those can kind of take, I don't know, they can kind of take a while. So I'm just going to, again, toss in some olive oil, toss these guys around. I'm just going to do some Himalayan salt on those since I'm running out of my garlic and herb stuff. Alright, sweet potatoes, air fryer, toss those babies in. We're going to go to 425, and I'm going to start with 17 minutes and see what I get from it. My microwave buzzed, so we're going to switch these guys out. We're going, 4 minutes, start. Okay, I've got that all set. All right, now I'm going to grab, how hot is this? Let's see. Oop, yeah, it's pretty hot. I was just testing. Just wanted to see what was up because my ground chicken is done. So I want to grab those. Gonna dunk it in here, like that. Didn't really need to strain it. Just water, really, that was in there. Okay, so now we'll just use this spoon, no problem, no problem. I'm gonna toss some salt in here too. Who knows, maybe some other seasonings. Salt on the bottom. And if it's too watery with all this in it, I'm just gonna strain it. Like there's not, I'll show you the consistency here. So ground chicken, the veggies again, this is served cold. Cold, cold, cold. You know what I also like to throw in here sometimes? Some Italian seasoning. Okay. There we go. I am going to strain it a little bit. It's a little more watery than I would like it to be. Again, this one is good for lunch. It's good for snack. We're going to put it in this guy today because I'm not serving it with anything else. So, again, as far as serving size goes, I'm going to use my spoon here as my guide. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, generous scoops. 1, 2, and last one here. Okay, one done. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, a cucumber. Special for me. Okay, there's 4. Done, son. Next, please. We're gonna go. Alright, so when I go to eat my steak, chances are I'm not packing a steak knife. So I'm gonna cut these babies up now. And if I'm feeling crazy, I did buy some salad. So if I want to, I can toss these guys on top of the salad also. And again, I'm gonna eyeball this using the guidelines of my hand. You can weigh it out, again, if you want to. Batteries in my scale have been dead for a long time, and I haven't solved the problem yet. Probably not gonna at this point. So for those of you who missed the timing or whatever on the air fryer, 400 degrees, I did 7 minutes, flipped, and then I did 4. And it's about, let's say it's medium well. Here, take a gander here. What do you think? Medium well, let's say? And I'm sure it's delightful. I put Montreal seasoning on there. I'm sweating. I turned my stove off, my pellet stove off before I started, knowing that I would be sweating. And I'm still sweating. It's all good. So, I got 2 more pieces to cut here. Sweet potato fries, or sweet, they're not really fries, they're just sweet potatoes, are in the air fryer. And then I'm going to check out, ooh, I didn't like that sound very much, but that's okay. My green beans are done. Green beans are done. Those are going to go with my steak this week. Again, this is for 2 people. Dose people. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to show you. Okay. I use this container too as my guide. This is about a cup on the other side here, so using that as my guide. I'm probably just gonna toss the sweet potatoes right there in with the steak. They're gonna be touching. If that freaks you out, get a meal container thingy with more containers, more little sections, if you will. It don't freak me out. It's all going in the same place anyways. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Got about, probably 2 more meals of this. See how I do. I might be stealing from some other containers. Da-da. Yeah, I'm gonna steal a guy from this one. Who else? You look heavy over here. I'm gonna steal two from you. Right? Okay, here we go. We're gonna careful, careful, careful. Right over here. All right, team. How am I doing? You good? I don't know how long I've been live for. Oh. I'm gonna use my scissors, Carol, if you're watching. I'm using my scissors, not my knife. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna toss some green beans in. You're like, how are you measuring those? I'm just filling this cup-sized container with some green beans. And yes, I am burning my hand off. Ask me if I care. Nope, I don't, because I'm lazy and I'm trying to get this done. My hands are clean. My other buzzer just went off, which is perfect timing. Okay, I still got some guys hiding in here. Da-da, da-da. Da-da. Let's get this guy out. He's gonna be uber hot. Holy guacamole, that man. We're gonna cut this. Woo! Those be steaming, team. I need this again. Like this. Okay, for this one, maybe I'll use a fork since they haven't been sitting as long. I was lazy, but now that hurts, so we're not gonna do that. Okay. I am a smart person after all. Okay, here we go. That. Putting the green beans in with the steak. Crushing. I forgot to use my stopwatch this week. Oh man. It's alright, my live video at the end will reveal how long this took. I think I started around 11:30. And it's currently 12:06. So I feel like I'm doing a good job, team. I do. Alright, so I've got, oh my gosh, I got 6 meals out of this. Just stuffing some more green beans in these babies. So green beans went in the microwave for 4 minutes. I don't have time to be washing and stemming no green beans, team. And nobody got time for that, okay? My dog is like, may I please have everything in the trash can right now? Okay, there's that. This can go over here. Let's see how we're doing up in here. I would say the chicken is done. I'm going to put these guys back here. We're not done with those guys yet. We're done with this and this. See how I'm cleaning as I go? See how I have ADD like crazy? It's all good. Oops, that doesn't go there. All right. No bigs. Alright, now, this is what I was coming over here for in the first place, but I got distracted. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Team, we have chicken. The chicken is done, everyone. Alright, I'll probably be ending this soon because my veggies and my sweet potatoes are going to be a while. But before I do that, I want to show you how we're doing. I think I'm only going to get, let's see, I think I can get 4 out of this. 4. All right. So, chicken. I'm going to show you what up over here. We've got chicken. Okay? And reminding you that we still have zucchini and squash and onions all in the oven right now, still going. Those are going to be a while because I like my stuff crispy that way. And so I'm going to toss those in with the chicken, and then I'm going to put sweet potatoes in this cup section over here. So, oops, there's 2 here. That's not what I want. Boom. All right, I'm going to show you what we're working with. This is going to go over here. These are going to go, okay, so I got 4 out of the chicken, 6 out of the steak, that's 10, 4 out of the ground chicken, that's 14 meals that I just prepped. 14 meals, okay, check it out. 14 meals. Okay, we're adding sweet potatoes to the steak, we're adding sweet potatoes to the chicken, and also the zucchini and onions. We've got the ground chicken that's served cold. We've got sweet potatoes in the air fryer still. And we've got all the other stuff still in the oven. And then I've got those for dishes. And I'm going to do those really, really fast. I'm going to put them away. And then I'm going to go about my day. So guys, not a crazy amount of time. 30 minutes right now. 30 minutes I can see now on the bottom. Just took me 30 minutes to make 14 meals. And I'm just about done. So in less than an hour, everything's going to be done, cleaned up, and put away. Do you have time for that, yes or no? Do your results matter, yes or no? Guys, you got this. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get right back to you.